Zoe, do you think the UNC job is beneath Bill Belichick?
Considering what he's done and where he's come from, yeah. Yes. But the problem is it's not like you're forced. Yeah, you are forced to take something somewhat beneath you because you're sort of getting phased out of the other one. Lack of interest there for other teams, which is ridiculous. I totally agree with Stephen A. Like, a team like the Bengals, the Browns, Chicago, Cowboys, they could all use him. His guidance, his structure. Teams are too scared to hire him because then he controls your football team and you lose your team. Jerry couldn't handle it. Jerry might be able to handle it. I just wonder if Mike McCarthy saved his job with these stupid 5 wins they have.
Oh, God.
Because Cooper Kupp, give me a break. Or Cooper Rush, whatever his name is. Is it Cooper Kupp? No, it's Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
I think depending on the scenario in which he's going to North Carolina, it either is or is not beneath him. And what I mean by that is this. If he goes there and coaches at UNC for 3 years and finishes his coaching career at North Carolina, I think in terms of the way that he handles it and the way that that's his final job and we're riding off in the sunset and I just wanted to coach. It's in my blood.
Dude.
This is what I do. I actually don't think that that's beneath him. I get that. He just wants to coach. That's fine.
Beneath is it's a bad, strong, negative word. Beneath means it's negative, like very negative. And I know people believe it, though.
If he is using this, though, as a backdoor to try to get back to the NFL, and I'm going to go there, and if I put together a program that winds up winning 8 or 9 games in year one, maybe then the NFL will call, and that's my way to get back in the NFL, then I think that this move would be beneath him.
Well, and I'm trying to look at it for ways where there's a positive angle here for Bill. What if he sharpens his coaching skills by learning to coach differently? You know what I mean? Him being out of football right now doing media does nothing for his coaching ability. He's a guy that is a gym rat that needs to be in it, that needs to be watching film, that needs to be meeting, that needs to be doing it 24/7, 365 days a year. And you can make fun of the no days off thing, and I get all that. But things change after a while. But if he could find something else to dig deeper as a coach that would help him if he came back to the NFL, once he proved that I can still coach at the age of 72 and I can still lead men and still lead a program, where someone's going to want me to be back. That may make him a better coach that second time around, is what I'm saying. And I'm looking at it from a totally positive angle here.
I am too, but I also think if you, coming off of this year, I think what he's done with his image, first of all, going on the Manning cast, doing Pat McAfee, those are 2 very likable platforms.
He played ball. He played ball in the media.
McAfee's super popular, likable with a younger audience. The Mannings, obviously, very popular. He put himself in position to become more likable, right?
Yeah.
In terms of his image moving forward. I don't think anyone questions his coaching ability. I think it's more of like, hey, do you want this guy sort of around your organization? And if he comes in, are you going to be able to have conversations with him and an owner where he's not just eating in your face, not answering your question? And I think he did a good job of rehabbing that image so far this year. I really do. But if he's not getting any nibbles at this point in the NFL, then I don't think that's suddenly going to come next year either, right? So now the question is, all right, are you just going to go to UNC to coach, or are you using that as a stepping stone and another backdoor way to get back in the NFL? And if it's the second one,
it's all debatable. It's all debatable. But like this whole thing is just so everything in the way everything ended here. You know, I've called games 12 years here. We've called some big ones, and we've called some bad ones lately. If you told me in 2018, now this is after Minnesota, so going to Minnesota, losing the Super Bowl to the Eagles, when Tom threw for 505 yards, and you had the Tom versus time that was out there, and that's where the real first addressing of the Palace Q or the triangle of Kraft, Belichick, Brady started to be talked about. And I think Mr. Kraft went on with CBS. Was it Andrea Kramer at the time? I'm not sure. God, that's a long time ago. And I started to worry it started to fall apart there. And then I got fooled in when we went in 18, that you know what? Everything's going to be okay. We got past that. Mm-hmm. And then if you told me in 2018 as we're leaving that Super Bowl after you held the Rams to 3 and you win your 6th, Tom Brady, Zoe, down the road will have finished with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and won a Super Bowl with them. And Bill Belichick would end his coaching career at the University of North Carolina. I'd have laughed at your face. I'd have said, you're a stupid human being. But it's amazing how things change. And how football takes you different avenues. And opportunities are opportunities. I'm sure Tom, like in his deepest thoughts, never really wanted to leave here. When you invest as much as he did, and you invest something in it, you don't want to leave it. But you want to be taken care of the right way. And he felt he wasn't. So it was time to go. And just always thought Bill would break the record at some point. I thought when Bill left here last year, there'd be 6 teams waiting to hire him.
I agree.
I was laughing. I thought he was going to the Dallas Cowboys. And Jerry Jones is going to sit there one day, and maybe the older he gets and the closer he gets out of football and closer to the end of life, and say, did I blow it? Did I really blow it in 2024? I could have canned Mike McCarthy. I didn't have to eat many years left on this. Got to eat 1 year. All you do is pay for 1 extra year and hire Bill Belichick to go take your team to the Super Bowl. Like, that's the way I thought things were going to end.
Now Fowler has the North Carolina schedule up right now.
What we got?
So week 2, Bill Belichick could potentially be coaching at Charlotte, followed up by a game against Richmond. No, I did not have Bill Belichick versus Richmond.
Let's go wins losses.
On my big.
Let's go wins losses. TCU's at home. It's not down there. Horned Frogs are not away. Win, loss.
All right, so they got TCU
at Cal. That's far.
At Charlotte, Richmond, at UCF, at Cal, at NC State.
He might not be challenged till NC State, Clemson,
Duke, Stanford, Virginia, at Syracuse, at Wake Forest.
Tougher back end of the schedule than the beginning.
Yeah. Bill Belichick versus Richmond, though, not something that I.
Bill Belichick live at 12:30 on Raycom. Whoosh, TV 38.
It's like 11:30.
11:30, TV 38. And the Bill. Is he going to do the Bill Belichick show from Chapel Hill?
Right.
Here's the way the guy affects people. So there was that big signing that took place with all the pros, and Lawrence Taylor was at it. Lawrence Taylor was asked in an interview Monday night, what do you think about Bill going to North Carolina? He's chuckled, laughed. He said, you know what? I think it's great. He says, I haven't been back. He goes, I will be back and help him and do whatever he wants me to do to make it work there for him. Like, that's the power. Like, he goes there. He can have Lawrence Taylor show up. Not that the kids give a shit. Sorry. Dump that. Hey, if you like that clip, check out more videos from Zolak and Bertrand right here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.